Note: this is an official sequel to Sonic.exe. It's been more than a year now since the Sonic.exe murders began to happen, and the police department still doesn't know who's doing it or why it's happening. The first murders looked as though the killer did a sloppy job on it, but over time, the killings, or at least what some of the guys back at the station think are just killings. Actually, no, I gotta be 1-to-1 with this. It's been more than a year now, ever since the Sonic.exe murders began to happen, and the police department still doesn't know who's doing it or why it's happening. The first murders looked as though the killer did a sloppy job at it, but over time, the killings, or at least some of the guys back at the station thinks it's just killings, have gotten more elaborate. Bodies have been starting to look like the victims just dropped dead, or there were disappearances. One thing is certain. All the victims seem to each have a burnt/destroyed computer with some data from a game called Sonic.exe. None of us have found any connections or clues that could help us learn why all of this is happening. Well, no, that's not true. There was one cop who may have uncovered more about the murders than we did. The guy's name was Derek Green, a really good detective, mainly because he always teamed up with his sister, Chelsea. They were assigned to investigate the Sonic.exe murders. I should know, because I was their boss at the time. They're both dead. Sometimes I wonder if I should have helped him. I don't know. Anyways, the boys have found Derek's diary when we investigated his apartment. He hasn't been in his home for weeks. The diary recorded all of what Derek found in his investigation. My God, did he write down a lot. Especially after the chief of police took him off the case. And a lot of what he wrote down seems to connect a lot about what's going on with these murders. At least, I hope he was onto something. Here is what Derek wrote. 7:30 p.m., September 15th, 2011. Happy birthday to me! I got this diary as a gift from my sister, Chelsea. This will certainly come in handy when we both do another investigation. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Name's Derek Green. I'm a detective. Wow, I'm not RLY good at this. Hopefully I'll get better as I write in this. Anyways, I'll let you know if anything else happens. I gotta fucking plug this. Maybe I'll redo that take, actually. Alright, here we go. 7:30 p.m., September 15th, 2011. Happy birthday to me! I got this diary. Actually, no. I gotta. No. Yeah, I gotta go full energy mode. Happy birthday to me! I got this diary as a gift from my sister, Chelsea. This will certainly come in handy when we both do another investigation. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Name's Derek Green. I'm a detective. Wow, I'm not RLY good at this. Hopefully, I'll get better as I write in this. Anyways, I'll let you know if anything else happens. 11:22 a.m. October 24th, 2011. Wow, pretty interesting way to start off a case on Halloween. Our boss told us there's a stiff in one of the local suburbs, and he wants us to check it out. Wow, been a while since me and Chelsea tackled a murder case. This might be interesting. We're in the truck right now, and we're heading for the house. 2:30 p.m. Jesus, whatever happened in this house, I was not expecting. The victim looks like something ripped his mouth open and tried to yank something out from inside. I've seen a lot of messed up ways to kill a person, but this is rather strange. I don't RLY think any normal person would do this. The cop present at the crime scene told us that the kid was like this for 2 days, and his parents just discovered his body and called us this morning. Fuck. The cop present at the crime scene told us that the kid was like this for 2 days, and his parents just discovered his body and called us in this morning. What's RLY weird about this is that there's a badly made cut on his chest that's shaped like the number 1. Chelsea told me she found a possible clue to the murder. She showed us that the victim owned a computer. The computer is badly burnt and wrecked. Both me and Chelsea have a theory to this. Either the killer destroyed the computer or the victim did it himself. Either way, we sent it to the station for research. 6:10 p.m. All right, the guys back from the lab have the report. They told us that the computer's wrecked from inside and out. And what I mean by that is that everything that was on this kid's computer is completely deleted, while at the same time, the computer got destroyed. The only thing that seems to still be in the computer is some data from a computer game called Sonic.exe. Excuse me. 4:30 p.m. November 11th, 2011. A couple more murders these last few weeks, all the same killing method. Dead bodies, torn open mouths, destroyed computers. Hold on, let me redo that one. 4:30 p.m. November 11th, 2011. A couple more murders these last few weeks, all the same killing method. Dead bodies, torn open mouths, destroyed computers. The more recent killings are looking less messy, as if the killer is being more careful with tearing out whatever it is he's tearing out from inside these victims' bodies. There are also cuts on these victims' chests that seem to be in numerical order. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The killer seems to be keeping count of all the people he's killing. 8:30 p.m. Had dinner. Yippee! Both me and Chelsea are brainstorming with what's been going on. It's really strange. The fact that computers are getting destroyed every time there's a murder victim, and we find that there's some old data from the same game. Sonic.exe. That name reminds me of all the times me and Chelsea played some of our old Sonic the Hedgehog video games. I remember when we used to play Sonic Heroes. She always liked playing as Rouge the Bat, and I always liked playing as Vector. But it's weird. What does a Sonic game, a possibly fan-made one at that, got to do with all these killings? 2:45 p.m. December 2nd, 2011. Another murder, big surprise there. But now both me and Chelsea agree that all these murders are connected with that game. Maybe the killer made it as his calling card. The chief told us not to worry so much about a simple video game and just stick with what's going on with the murders. 6:30 p.m. Autopsy came in again. The doctors told us that aside from the wounds from the chest and mouth, the victims don't seem to show any signs of a murder or a struggle. In fact, as baffling as it seems, all the victims appeared to be in perfect health, apart from the fact that they're dead. Well, I gotta redo that one. Fuck that deserves a fucking that did not get the take it deserves. 6:30 p.m. Autopsy came in again. Oh fuck! Hold on. I think I need to get back in character. 6:30 p.m. Autopsy came in again. The doctors told us that aside from the wounds from the chest and mouth, the victims don't seem to show any signs of a murder or a struggle. In fact, as baffling as it seems, all the victims appear to be in perfect health, apart from the fact that they're dead. I air checked the word dead because that's where the report came out really disturbing. The doctors stated that they're all in what appears to be a persistent vegetative state, meaning that these people are still in fact alive. Their brains and hearts are still working, but they're all in an empty, dead-like state. Excuse me. God. Fuck. Let's redo that. I air checked the word dead. Wait, what? I gotta make the voice go higher again. I air checked the word dead because that's where the report came out really disturbing. The doctor stated that they're all in what appears to be in a persistent vegetative state, meaning that these people are in fact still alive. I think I'm going a bit too much of a whisper. I gotta be a bit louder. I air checked the word dead because that's where the report. No, that doesn't. Fuck. I air checked the word dead because that's where the report came out really disturbing. The doctor stated that they're all in what appears to be in a persistent vegetative state, meaning that these people are in fact still alive. Their brains and hearts are still working, but they're all in an empty, dead-like state, as if something robbed them of their minds or sense of self. Chelsea stated it was probably one of the freakiest things she's seen in her days as my partner, and I don't blame her. Who would be capable of actually stealing people's senses of self? It's like the devil is handpicking innocent people and robbing them of their souls for eternal damnation. 5:42 p.m. December 14th, 2011. Chelsea has been acting very strange lately. She seems quieter at work, and whenever we go home, she goes back into her room. I'm guessing she's just as determined to learning more about this case as I am. If she's onto something, I hope she lets me know first before we make it official. After all, we are a team. 2 p.m. December 19th, 2011. Chelsea didn't go to work with me. Said she wasn't feeling well. I'm starting to get a little worried for her. Ever since we took this case, she's been acting rather odd. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Boss told me not to worry about it, and maybe just look into what she was researching on. I might do that. Also, several news about people worshipping this guy recently. Calls himself X. I swear the things kids will be into nowadays. 9:30 p.m. December 24th, 2011. Almost time for Christmas, though I don't know if I should celebrate. Chelsea's been shut up in her room almost every day, not responding to me. I hope she's all right. Anyways, I've been looking into Chelsea's work, and I think she might have found something. Apparently, The killer must be going after anyone who plays the Sonic.exe game. And once they've played the game, the killer tracks them. Apparently, the killer must be going after anyone who plays the Sonic.exe game. And once they've played the game, the killer tracks them down, kills them, and keeps count by carving the numbers onto their chest. But what about the fact that almost every victim looks as though they had their soul sucked right out of them? Wait a minute. I just remembered something. A few days ago, Chelsea came home from the store and went back into her room. She said she found a new game. Oh my god. Chelsea! 2:32. Oh fuck, I fucked that up. 12:32 a.m. The writing is a bit sloppy, and there are tears splotched here and there. Alright, gotta get into a good mode for this. Chelsea is dead. She found the game. Oh my god, why? 4:50 a.m. December 25th, 2011. Oh, you didn't put the date on. Okay, fuck. I'm going out of character. 4:50 a.m. December 25th, 2011. I called the guys back at the station to help me move Chelsea. Oh, God, why? Why her? Did the killer found out and tried to cover his tracks? No, it doesn't look like anything was taken or destroyed. Well, except for the computer. And the game is still here. No. Oh, what? Fuck. I wanted to keep it to find out why this had happened, but the chief demanded I hand it over to him. The way he asked for it is really odd. It's as if he doesn't want me to do anything to this game disc. The funeral for my sister will be prepared in a few days. I can't believe that Chelsea, my own sister, is gone. When I find out who killed her, I'm gonna make sure he pays dearly. 4:50 p.m. December 28th, 2011. Came back from the funeral. God, am I a mess. Thankfully, Boss was there for me. He's the only person who's ever supported me and Chelsea. I'm glad he's on my side about this case. A woman came to me in the funeral party. Her name is Shannon Goldman, and she was supposedly a representative for the Cult of X, as she called it. She told me she was sorry for my loss, and pulled out some weird religious crap about X wishing me a happier year. Seriously? Who is this X guy anyway? She told me that soon X will make things better for the whole world, which pretty much ended the conversation right there. That woman is crazy. Anyways, more news about the Cult of X doing more crazy stuff. Wow. Whoever this X guy is, he's making as much of an impact on the public as the killer is. 2:20 p.m. January 2nd, 2012. Another murder. Jesus, this guy never has a break with this, does he? This is like the 22nd killing. What is he trying to gain from killing all the people? And how the hell is he getting away with it so goddamn easily? I gotta know what it is Chelsea was finding. She was onto something. I just know it. Maybe if I look around in her room, I might have a clue. I gotta know what it is Chelsea was finding. She was onto something. I just know it. Maybe if I look around in her room, I might find a clue. 5:30 p.m. Well, whatever Chelsea found, she left a lot of good clues for me. The computer isn't entirely broken. In fact, it seems like it only got beat up a few times, but still surprisingly working like new. I'm actually surprised I didn't see it like this that night. But then again, if you lost someone you love, you too would lose sight of very important details surrounding you. Anyways, I checked the computer, and there's an icon for the Sonic.exe game on her desktop. My god, how the hell did Chelsea even get this? I guess it doesn't really matter. What's really important is what I found in her notes. Apparently, Chelsea was terrified of this game. Something from the game scared the crap out of her. In fact, according to what she wrote down, she made it seem like the game is cursed or something. But that can't be the case. There's no way a computer game would harm anyone. Right? Gonna go for a water break. I got the fucking water. It's actually really hard to do. It's hard to do like right wispy voices. Uh, it's taken the breath out of me. My fucking my arms feel numb. It's like the feeling you get when you hyperventilate. Well, whatever. The show must go on. Wait, first I gotta. Here we go. 7:12 a.m. January 3rd, 2012. Yeah. Excuse me. We're gonna try that again. 7:12. 7:12 a.m. January 3rd, 2012. Okay, I changed my mind. Maybe there is something spooky about the game after all. Last night I had a dream. No, a nightmare, more like. I remember it well. I was trapped in darkness. All was quiet except someone was laughing and talking to me. I kept having visions of Sonic the Hedgehog, smiling and appearing all around me as he talked to me. He told me to play the game over and over again, each time sounding more impatient. Okay. He told me to play the game over and over again, each time sounding more impatient. When he got to my face and yelled, "Play it!" That's when I woke up with a fright. Why would Sonic want me to play a game that possibly killed my sister? 3:30 p.m. Another murder, number 24, and the cult of X seems to be pestering the public more and more. What's the deal? Don't they realize that there's a killer on the loose? Wait a minute. What if this X weirdo is the killer? It would make sense. Ever since these murders started, this cult has been hanging around recruiting more and more people. And this X character they're worshipping. Who is he? Excuse me. Why is it that this cult even started after several murders have taken place? I looked over Chelsea's notes again, and she seemed to agree with me. Apparently, X has something to do with the Sonic.exe game. Did he make the game? Is he somehow got a hold of it and thought, hey, If I kill people with this game, people will like me? If what X is doing is real, then something is seriously wrong here. 6:30 p.m. Unbelievable! The chief of police came over to my apartment a while ago and told me that the investigation may be too much for me to handle, and he said I was off the case. What the hell? I've practically found a lot of evidence for it, and he practically told me that I shouldn't continue on. He also said that Chelsea would have wanted me to quit with this after what happened. Bullshit! Whatever. I'm not gonna let some fathead stop me from solving this case. I am gonna find out who X really is, why he's doing all of this, and I'm gonna turn him in. 5 p.m. February 28th, 2012. More murders. We're up to 28 now. The boss contacts me about it every now and then behind the chief's back. He told me that whoever is causing all these murders is one smart son of a bitch. I can't really blame him. As much as I hate to admit it, I have to give X credit for being able to kill 28 people so far. But he's not going to get away with it. Anyways, I've looked over Chelsea's notes again, and what she wrote down before she got attacked was very odd, nonsensical stuff about a Sonic plushie always watching her, spying on her. I never saw a Sonic doll in the apartment. Then again, I never questioned my sister's sanity. She was always the smart one in things, and it just pains me to realize how broken she was just before she died. I didn't have to tell the boss about X or Chelsea's notes. I know he won't believe me. Nobody will. I guess if you have to solve a case, you have to do it yourself. 8:30 p.m. Someone sent a friend request on my Skype. He calls himself Cole. He said he can help me with this case, but only if I can trust him. I RLY don't have a choice. I'm willing to do anything to put an end to this. Anyways, Cole told me that I first have to get the files of all victims. Fuck, I'm falling apart. Anyways, Cole told me that I first have to get files of all the victims in the Sonic.exe murders. That's what the news is starting to call them, now that the police has confirmed the old game in the fuck. Anyways, Cole told me that I first have to get files of all the victims in the Sonic.exe murders. That's what the news is starting to call them now that the police has confirmed the old game data in the computers as evidence. Later on tonight, I'm going to pay the station a little visit. 11:45 p.m. Jesus, what a close call. That was not a good introduction. Jesus, what a close call. I'm starting to lose my touch a little bit. 11:45 p.m. Jesus, what a close call. I just made it back from the station. I managed to grab all the files, and I had a run-in with the chief. He asked what I was doing back at the station. I lied and told him that I had to pick up a few things from my office and decided to take some time off. Thankfully, he believed me. But it's strange. The way he talked to me sounded like he didn't believe me in the slightest. Anyways, I got the files, just like Cole asked. I told Cole that all the victims had the same occurrences. All of them were in a dead-like state as if their souls were taken out, that they were all numbered, and that each computer the victims had were somehow destroyed and had Sonic.exe inside the hard drives. Cole said there's a reason why all the victims had Sonic.exe in their computers. And boy, did I not like the answer. The cult of X is involved. Their members, after someone gets killed, steals the game disc the victim had at the time and hides it away for a while until it shows up later on at a random place to easily obtain it. These random locations could be anything: a game store, a pawn shop, the black market, eBay, Craigslist, random yet seemingly harmless deliveries. Anywhere that involves buying stuff. That way, when the next potential victim finds it, he or she becomes the new owner of the Sonic.exe game until X comes to kill them. And then a member of the cult comes to steal away the game disc again. And thus, the cycle begins anew. I asked Cole why the cult is even doing this, and he told me that X, the bastard, is clearly some sort of holy figure to the cult, and they will do whatever it takes to be on his good side. What does they see in X, anyhow? Why is it they like him so much that they're willing to be accomplices to murder? Or better yet, what kind of power does X have to strike so much terror into people that they'll do whatever he says? 3:30 p.m. March 1st, 2012. I couldn't hold myself any longer. I had to know what Chelsea found in that game. So, I played it. It started off pretty basic with the classic Sonic the Hedgehog title screen. Until I started it. Sonic. His eyes had gone black, and there were red glowing dots staring at me. Anyways, when I got on the character selection screen, yes, this game apparently has one, I was shown the character lineup: Shadow, Sally, and Rouge. Rouge was Chelsea's favorite character. Wait, hold on, let me. Yeah, gonna redo that. Anyways, when I got on the character selection screen, yes, this game apparently has one, I was shown the character lineup: Shadow, Sally, and Rouge. Rouge was Chelsea's favorite character. I chose not to play as her out of respect for Chelsea, and chose Shadow. That laugh. It sounded just like the laugh Sonic made in that dream I had. The game started with a level title called Let's Play, and I was shown Shadow standing in what appears to be a hallway of mirrors, with a faint echoing sound of a piano playing a calm melody in the distance. I had Shadow walk down the hall, and every time he walked past a mirror, I was introduced to a more twisted, messed up version of himself in the mirror. Excuse me. His reflection's red markings were oozing red, as if he was bleeding, and his eyes were bloodshot to the point where they were red, bleeding, and pulsating, and he had probably the most psychotic grin on his face. It's like I was looking at a walking fountain of blood. I had Shadow walk past the last mirror, and the music stopped. Shadow was now walking down an empty, quiet hallway. I had this growing sense of dread in my stomach. And then Shadow stopped at one more mirror. He stopped right at it, showing his weird, bleeding reflection. And then that laugh came again, and I saw that the real Shadow was slowly transforming into his reflection, bleeding and smiling. What the hell kind of game is this? And then Sonic appeared, with those black and red eyes, red tears coming down his face. He smiled as he looked at Shadow. And then the screen went black. Let me redo that. He smiled as he looked at Shadow. And then the screen went black. And then came a message on the screen. It's not about the outside that's important. It's who you are on the inside that really intrigues me. When it came back to the level, Shadow was sitting on the floor, cradling in a half-fetal position, like a child. Just grinning that freaky grin. Then Sonic smiled as he looked at me, and then he lunged at Shadow, the screen going black with a loud, pixelated screeching noise. Gah. Gah. Yeah, let me do like a good gah. That sounded like the Roblox death sound. I still feel as if I can hear it ringing in my ears. That laugh came again, and another message. You're learning more about this better than anyone, aren't you, Derek? What the fuck? How the hell does this game know me? This doesn't make any sense. It brought me back to the main menu, and I saw that Shadow was now in one of the TV screens, looking as he died. Oops, I fucked up. I typoed. It brought me back to the main menu, and I saw that Shadow was now in one of the TV screens, looking as he did earlier, looking rather mindlessly happy. I had to turn the game off. My head hurt so much from all of this. Was Chelsea Found a haunted computer game? And now some guy is using this as an excuse to kill people? Just to gain a cult? I just don't get it. Why is all of this happening? Who is X? Who is X? Who is X? Sonic? Gonna end it right there. That's part 1. All right, it's time for part 2. Here we go. 4:30 p.m. March 2nd, 2012. I've come to a conclusion. It's obvious that X is no ordinary human being. In fact, I no longer even think he's human. Cole filled me in about him. X is really called Sonic.exe, named after the game that's been causing all this trouble. Cole Skyped me recently. Oh, fuck, the grammar. Oh my god, that threw me for a loop. Jesus Christ, I gotta start over. 4:30 p.m. March 2nd, 2012. I've come to a conclusion. It's obvious that X is no ordinary human being. In fact, I no longer even think he's human. Cole filled me in about him. X is really called Sonic.exe, named after the game that's been causing all this trouble. Cole Skyped me recently, that Sonic.exe has been running around long. Oh, fuck. I added an accidental thing. Yeah, that was a bad take anyway. Alright. Try it from the top once again. 4:30 p.m. March 2nd, 2012. I've come to a conclusion. It's obvious that X is no ordinary human being. In fact, I no longer even think he's human. Cole filled me in about him. X is really called Sonic.exe, named after the game that's been causing all this trouble. Cole Skyped me recently, that Sonic.exe has been around long before the game did. I asked him what X was exactly, and his answer unnerved me. Sonic.exe is a monster. No, not the monsters you see in horror films or video games. He is a real monster. And he's not just any monster, apparently. Cole told me that X is a supernatural being from another dimension. How fucking crazy is that? But it's true. It has to be. X has this power to control all of reality in this realm. Oh, fuck. But it's true. It has to be. X has this power to control all of reality in his realm, and he is unable to do the same in our world because he can't enter it. So, some time ago, someone made a game disc that would serve as a window between X's world and ours. Anyone who plays it gets a front row seat of what X's dimension looks like. And it is hell. Not literally hell, but pretty freaking close. Over time, after someone plays X's game, X sends out a plushie of Sonic to act as a spy for him. Then, when the time is right, X is able to open the window for a short time and pull people into his world where they are trapped forever. This is how he's able to kill people so easily, without anyone noticing. He comes out of the computer, pulls the soul out of the person's body, and then goes back into the computer to retreat into his dimension. There, he can make the soul he captured his slave for all eternity. If I was told about this long ago, I would not have believed it. But now I'm straight up convinced. Everything Cole has told me is the truth so far. And right now, I am writing down all that he's telling me, just in case any of this information becomes useful. 6:30 p.m. Cole told me that he has to go. He'll get in trouble if he gets caught talking to me. But he says he'll Skype me again soon. Until then, I'm asked to write down the names of any potential victims this time. I am also asked to keep an eye out. The cult is getting suspicious. 4:30 p.m. April 22nd, 2012. 29th murder, and no word from Cole yet. I nearly escaped from a few members of the cult and anybody that might be involved. I can't trust anyone now. I need to stay in my apartment more often so no one finds me. The person killed this time was a middle-aged guy named Paul. He was very paranoid of the outside world, and anything could traumatize the poor guy. Apparently, he had a Sonic Adventure 2 game to stay sane, and he always played as Dr. Eggman. I betcha X has made the poor man a vegetable in his world by now. May 4th, 2012. Wait, hold on. Let me go a little bit and retry. May 4th, 2012. I just realized something. Why is it that the chief tried to get me off of the job? Why did he confiscate the damned game disc? Why has he been practically intercepting any... Hold on, let me do that again. Why is it that the chief tried to get me off of the job? Why did he confiscate the damned game disc? Why has he been practically intercepting every one... Oh my god, this is killing me. I'm like losing brain cells rapidly. Fuck, I'm taking it from the top. May 4th, 2012. I just realized something. Why is it that the chief tried to get me off of the job? Why did he confiscate the damned game disc? Why has he been practically intercepting every one of mine and Chelsea's moves in this case? I'll tell you why. He's in on this. He's working for the cult of X. It's the only explanation. He took the game disc so that way the cult could use it to continue with the killings. But the boss, he can't be involved in this too. He's been mine and Chelsea's friend for years. No, I don't think he would ever go on in this. Oh fuck, I got that backwards. He took the game disc so that way the cult could use it to continue it with the killings. Fuck. He took the game disc so that way the cult could use it to continue with the killings. But the boss, the boss, he can't be involved in this too. He's been mine and Chelsea's friend for years. No, I don't think he would ever go in on this. Matter of fact, I don't think he even knows about what's going on. Damn, Chief. Why would you do this? When I uncovered this conspiracy, I'm ratting you out. August 12th, 2012. Boss called. 2 more murders, 30 and 31. Some kid named Tong hanged himself. Yippee! Weeks before he gained a package from his deceased friend, Kyle. Not surprisingly, they both played the damn game. Kyle played it first and passed it on to Tom before X got him. Kyle tried to put up a good fight against X, but he clearly was no match for the Fiend. So, Kyle tried to warn Tom not to play the game. But Tom did anyway. X used this as an advantage to mess with poor Tom's head, making him believe that his curiosity in wanting to help others was what caused his best friend's suffering. Tom tried to commit suicide by hanging in order to save himself from X, but apparently it failed. X is not only dangerous and powerful, he is downright sadistic and insane. He thinks that all the horrific things he's doing is all part of some silly game. X, you monster. Why are you doing this? What are you trying to gain? August 24th, 2012. Played more of the game. The level Sally was in was really odd. She was in what appeared to be an old, desolate city. The sky, a dark... Fucked up. Played more of the game. The level Sally was in was really odd. She was in what appeared to be an old, desolate city. The sky a dull, dark mixture of clouds. Everything all dull, empty, and dead. No music. Yeah, excuse me. Fuck. What was weird is how she was smiling. Maybe she found something good. No, that wasn't the case at all. After I had her run and jump past debris, she reached the end of the level. Sonic, no, X, was there. She smiled at him, and he smiled back. Then another message. See? I'm not such a bad guy, Derek. Then another. I can be kind when I want to. Then it showed X holding Sally's hand, smiling warmly at her. She looked different now. Her eyes were sewn shut, and her color palette seemed darker. X gently placed his hands around her head. I really do love humans, Derek. So much fun to play with. In fact, I guess you could say. Then it showed me a close-up of X with a wide, mad grin, violently snapping Sally's neck. She was still smiling, as though she didn't feel any pain from it. They're the ultimate toy! I almost gagged at that. The main menu showed Sally eye her TV screen, still in her darker state. She was still smiling. She can't have possibly enjoyed any of that. 8. Yeah, a little too deep there, a little too deep. 8:30 p.m. Cole just called me. He said that all the characters you play as in the game is all of EXE's slaves, turned into horrific parodies of Sonic characters. Or, at least, turned into their favorite Sonic characters. And X sets them up randomly in each game to show us humans what's in store for us. Wait. Oh, God. No. No! I won't do it! I won't play the game just to watch you harm her, X! Fuck you! August 25th, 2012. More information on X. X has these 7 guardians ruling over his world alongside him. They are essentially extensions of EXE himself, made from his power, combined with powerful emotions of humans. Each guardian is named after the emotions they were born from. Keto, prayer. Aishu, sorrow. Gekido, rage. Karai, hatred. Kofuku, happiness. Kyofu, fear. Yukubo, desire. X created these beings to not only maintain order in his world, but to cause trouble in ours. They corrupt humans and make them more susceptible to X snatching them away by manipulating their emotions. For example, Gekido could bring out your anger and make you violent towards others. Well, Yukubo could manipulate your desires and confuse you with what's reality and what's not. Also, Cole has informed me that X plans to one day permanently cross over to our world, so that way, his reality will merge with ours, and all of mankind will become X's slaves for eternity. But how? How does he plan to accomplish such a feat? Cole thinks the cult is thinking up ways to make it so, but so far, none of their attempts have been successful. Apparently, their knowledge in computers is not as superior as the unknown original creator of the disc. I asked why Cole knew so much of this. I don't know what compelled me to ask, but I'm guessing it's been nagging me for some time. Dear God. Poor Cole. He revealed that he was a member of the Cult of X. But he didn't like what he was getting into and tried to stop the cult. At least until X got to him first. Now he's stuck in X's world. He said he's lucky to have even found me, since the window is still here. Anyway, he's telling me that he has information on how to put a stop to X and the cult's plans. The best way he knows how to stop X in his tracks is to destroy the disc. That way, his only way in and out of worlds will be gone, and he won't be able to cause any more trouble in ours. The chief still has the disc. I need to prepare on getting it back. Fuck it, I need to get some water. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh my God. The It's almost. This is the last part. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 8:42 p.m. X got Cole. I was in the middle of talking with Cole. We're preparing. Fuck that. Yeah. All right. From the top. From the top. 8:42 p.m. X got Cole. I was in the middle of talking with Cole while preparing, and then we got disconnected. When it reconnected, Cole's username changed to X. X told me that Cole has been cheating and needs to be punished. And then he posted ha over and over and over and over. God damn you, Sonic.exe! My hand is still bleeding from shattering the screen. But I don't care. Not anymore. It's time to end this. I'm gonna go get that damn disc and destroy it. If I don't write back after this final entry, well, let's just say that whoever finds this, whoever reads this diary, pleases find it as instructive as you can. Everything you've read in my diary is the truth. X is a monster from another world, and the cult of X is conspiring to help him take over the world. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Everything you've read in my diary is the truth. X is a monster from another world, and the cult of X is conspiring to help him take over our world. This cannot happen. I hope that whoever finds this and tries to put an end to this madness. This is a game on a bigger scale. We are all pawns in an elaborate, chaotic game where the rules are being devised by the mind of a monster. Please, do whatever you can, friend. He must be stopped. Goodbye, and good luck. Derek Green. That was Derek's last journal entry. He wrote this 3 weeks ago. Today is his birthday. And now, he's dead. I wondered why he acted the way he was during those horrible events. I was worried about my friend, but I never bothered to find out why at the time. I feel so stupid. Derek tried to fight this battle alone, and I did nothing. I haven't heard from Derek in 3 weeks, but yesterday I got an email from someone named Cole. It was addressed strictly to Bob Richardson. That's my name. I clicked on it, and it was an audio tape that was made September 13th. That was made a day ago before I got the email. I clicked on it. This is what was on the audio tape. Recording starts. A man is grunting and yelling as two people dragging him into the room. All right, here we go. Full voice acting time. All right. Recording starts. A man is grunting and yelling as two people are dragging him into the room. Get your fucking hands off me, you crazy cultist freaks! The sound of high heels is heard as another person walks into bleh. The sound of high heels is heard as another person walks into the room. Isn't that what you'd call fuck? Jesus, I actually need a voice for Shannon. Hold on, let me think. Isn't that what you would call the Christians and the Satanists, Mr. Green? Goldman! More high heel sounds as Goldman approaches Derek. Derek, why do you deny X? Don't you see what he's trying to do for everyone? He only wants to make our world as happy as he is. Happy? You think stealing souls and turning them into puppets is being happy? Our planet is not his toy box, you bitch! It's not your place to decide what X wants with humanity, Mr. Green. He is a divine being that wishes to make humanity happy by showing us the paradise that is his world and taking us from the wretched filth of a planet we've been forced to live on. Yeah, some of us actually like this planet, Goldman. X's world is nothing more than a prison. All X cares about is making us his plaything for all eternity. Can't you see it's not fair? What do you know? Wait, hold on. What was the Goldman voice I did? What do you know about what's not fair? More than you do, obviously. They're kind of the same voice. I don't give a shit. A loud slap is... Wait, hold on. A loud slap is heard, and Derek falls to the ground. You fool. X chose me to be his most loyal because he knew I never liked this planet. He knew I want to be rid of the stupidity humanity is causing. I'm perfectly okay with being X's slave if it means getting away from it all, getting the peace I finally deserve after all this time. And if everyone's got to go with me too, then too fucking bad. Whatever. It doesn't matter anyway, 'cause I'm going to stop you. Once and for all. Oh, are you now? With what, I presume? With this! Several gasps and murmurs are heard. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me. Derek pulls something from his coat. With this! Several gasps and murmurs are heard. Cole told me that the only way X can enter our world to collect more souls is with this. Well, no more! A loud snapping noise is heard. Silence is heard. Goldman starts laughing. All right, yeah, I forgot to start laughing. So, Cole told you that, huh? A smart boy, but even geniuses tend to get their information wrong. What? What do you mean? Easy. High heels again as Goldman walks across the room. It's true that X cannot enter our world unless someone places that disk into a computing system. But I'm curious, Mr. Green. The sound of Goldman pulling out something from her pocket. Whatever made you think that disk in particular? Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Whatever made you both think that that disk in particular was the original? No. No, that can't be. A brilliant theory, I might add, but I'm afraid it's your last one, Detective. The sound of a disc being inserted into a CD drive is heard. Yeah. No! No! Let me go! You can't do this! And then strange, supernatural sounds are heard. And then the audio breaks up and distorts a bit. A new person is walking into the room as Derek is screaming for his life. Hi, Derek. No! No! Ready for round 2? Then loud screeching noises are heard as the audio distorts more badly more. Derek is screaming. Sonic.exe is laughing as there is a loud tune playing sped up and in reverse, and a loud, fast, drum-like rhythm booming loudly as the whole audio distorts and breaks up, finally ending in static. The audio tape ends. After hearing this, I've never felt so hopeless. Both my friends are gone, taken from me. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm a useless cop, after all. But I hope someday, someone, somewhere, is able to put a stop to this, to do what I failed to do. I have to hope. I have to believe there's a chance at winning this. Because if there is no hope, no chance, Sonic.exe wins the game. And that's the end of the fucking creepypasta. That is so bad. Can't believe people actually like this shit.